Check, 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 check. Put a one in the chat if you can hear me. All right, Adi. It is 7 o'clock. I am prepared to start this up. Questions, comments, go ahead and get them to me. If it comes to you later, get it to me later. I got about 60 seconds to gather them. I might get one of these in my ribs instead of some mace. Use this instead of mace. And somebody damn good night. Tell him you just had a light on you. All right, I can clap it up. Y'all know questions, y'all get them on there. If you online, type your question in the chat. We definitely gonna get to it. In the room, y'all got questions now or later, just raise your hand. We definitely gonna get to it. That being said, we're gonna start off with my topic. Man, I'll get the questions at the end of class. I'll leave about 30 minutes for y'all to ask y'all questions. We're covering pornography today, the effects it has on young Black Hispanic men and women. We're gonna do exactly the opposite of what the hell Obama did. Well, he funded that, and he funded the butt studies of young Black and Hispanic teenagers. We're going to teach you the dangers of pornography and why it's so disgusting, and why if you serve the Lord or if you seek to serve the Lord, this isn't something you can partake in. All right? Give me 1 John 2:16. First of all, let me ask y'all something. Is porn new? Where's one place in direct correlation? If you know America, if you know what it says about America in the scriptures, you would notice there's one place that porn was very big at. Porn was very, very big in Rome. Very, very big. You see the homosexual elite of Rome, the people who had all the money, the power, and the influence in Rome, they were also homosexuals. So they got off on watching two other people have sex, which is where you get this from. Of course, this goes back even earlier than that. But just to give you a timestamp, older than America, porn has been relevant for oh so long as a means of destroying men. It destroys you. It absolutely crumbles you. You wonder why your rod don't work. It's because all you do is watch porn. That's why your rod don't work. Your rod don't work because you watch porn all damn day. Then you see a real live woman and it just don't work. Your rod don't work because pornography is like a poison that you're injecting into yourself every time you stare at the screen. You understand that? Somebody give me what I asked for.
1 John, what?
I asked for 2:16.
It's the book of 1 John, chapter 2, verse 16. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh and the lust of the eyes and all the pride of life is not of the
The
Father.
lust of the flesh is not of the Father. Sleeping, let me tell you, sleeping with a man, if you're a man, for sake of pornography, for sake of a video, for sake of making money, for sake of you don't get the thrill. Men often say that compete in the pornography industry, say they don't get a thrill from sleeping with women anymore. So they have to broaden their spectrum because that's what pornography does. Pornography is, if weed is the gateway drug for our community to get into crack and heroin and all of those things, you can bet that pornography is the gateway to everything else that is sexually immoral and nasty. Pornography is that. Too many men get into the pornography industry to say that, well, sex with women just doesn't do it anymore for them. It doesn't do it anymore, and they have to broaden their horizons because they've demeaned the purpose of sex. The purpose of sex isn't so you can have a damn rush in your blood and in your veins and your rod can stay hard 24/7. That is not the purpose of sex. Sex isn't so you put it on film so that random weirdos in their basement can watch this over and over and over again, or so you and your homeboys can watch it on the damn smartphone, sitting outside on the bench together, 13 years old, watching on a damn smartphone like that, like watching other people have sex with a bunch of men is cool. As if that is like that's a sign that you're growing up. That is not a sign that you are growing up. That is a sign that you are falling into your demons. That is a sign that you are American. You are 100% American, and you are just like the elite of this world, the people you claim to hate. If you're a young black man that watch porn, how are you better than the cops? That is impossible. It is impossible for you to be better than the cops. You watch porn, and then you meet women, and you try to reenact the things you see on porn when these are professionally trained sluts.
Oh.
So you deal with regular sluts. These are professionally trained whores. And you wonder why an average woman, let me not even say a slut, an average woman you get with, an average sister, doesn't do those things. She doesn't do those things. That's not real life. You understand? You know, you watch a movie, you watch James Bond, you don't go to Europe and try to rob the damn embassy, do you? No, you don't do that. But you watch porn and you want the average woman to do backflips in the bed, and you want to invite a second girl and the third girl. And some of you disgusting men, you want to invite another man for the woman's pleasure or something like that. Like, let me tell you something what's going on. You are falling victim to the demons of this country. That is all that is happening. And how can you ever say that you hate police brutality, but you go home and you're enjoying pornography? You understand? You online talking about how you wish your woman would let you have a threesome. You are no better than the cops that are shooting us in the street. You are no better. You see these things, you try to act these things out women in real life. They cannot do it. They don't do it. So what you do, you wound up sleeping with 1,000 women and you keep none of them because none of them can fill your fantasy of pornography. None of them. Why do you think white men turn not suicide bombers, turn into serial killers? They playing Call of Duty all damn day. They watching James Bond all damn day, and they're trying to live out their fantasies. They're trying to live out what's in their blood to do. It is their desire to be James Bond. You understand that? They want to be the spy for America in Europe that has to rob the embassy and bomb a church. And they want that. That's what they want to do. So they strive to do it. Well, you strive to be that porn actor. You strive to be him, but he's not real. This is the problem. He's not real. You see, you know how you watch James Bond and you'll be like, yo, that was crazy. That scene was crazy. Now, if somebody does it in real life, you're like, well, what the hell is his problem? Entertainment is supposed to be entertainment. A porn is not entertainment. But you treat James Bond as he's a fantasy, he's a fictional character. That's not something you should actually be. But you watch porn and you hold these women to a standard of a professional slut. That is why you sleep with 1,000 women and you cannot keep one. You cannot keep one. Please, and if you're a brother listening to this, I just never wanted to keep them. You couldn't keep them if you wanted to. You couldn't. Your brain was broken. You understand? Your brain was broken. There was no way you knew how to run a relationship. There's no way you knew how to guide her. This is impossible. It is impossible. You understand that? It's impossible for you to watch pornography and know how to run your relationship. It's impossible. Because pornography is the reason your rod don't work. Give me 1 John 2:16.
From top.
From the top, please.
Come on. For all that is in this world, Slaki, for all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh and the lust of the eyes.
The lust of the eyes. That woman you watching on that damn screen, how many men have been in her that day alone? That day. You know how you go to work and it's your 15-minute break, you get a coffee? On her 15-minute break, she wipes her vagina out.
Okay.
You understand that? On her 15-minute break, she wipes her vagina out because Lord knows how many men have their DNA in there right now. And here you go, lusting and wishing to be the 8th on this glorious Friday, to be the 8th man to go in her hole. Here you are lusting so much that you have pleasure in watching her on a screen. That's how much you're lusting after this woman who has had 8 men inside of her in the past 4 hours. Drop that. Give me Hebrews 13:4. It's like I actually finished the verse.
And the lust of the eyes and the pride of life is not of the Father, but of the world.
That's not godly. The Most High God does not stand behind that. That is not. Let me tell you something. It's not a natural thing for young boys to watch porn growing up, so they become accustomed to their bodies. Do they not have fathers to teach them what to do with a woman? You don't grow up watching porn to teach you about women. That is a problem. Like society, why do we want to allow the internet to raise your child? What sense does that make? You want the porn websites to raise your son's sexuality. You want the government to give him his morals. You want the church to give him his God. Where do you raise your children at? Where do you ever step in at? You don't give your child his God. You don't give him his morals. You don't give him his knowledge on sexuality. You give him none of that. You don't tell him what to do with a woman. You don't tell her what to do with a man. You don't tell them how to honor their bodies. You have no part in your child's life. This is the problem. That's the problem. It is not natural for young boys to grow up watching porn and learn about their bodies, to learn about a woman's body. You understand that? It's not natural. You lusting after her with your eyes, and she has 8 husbands in the past 4 hours. Huh? 8 in the past 4 hours. See, on the streets, in real life, if a woman tell you she just slept with 8 guys in the past 4 hours, you probably gonna hold your Johnson running, thinking that just from being next to her is gonna fall off. But you watching pornography, and this woman will smile in the camera. How many takes do we have today? I don't know, 11. And you just can't wait for the action to start because it's a fantasy. It is a disgusting fantasy when in real life you wouldn't stand next to a woman like that. You understand? You wouldn't even stand next to a woman like that. And the proof is in the pudding. Your baby mothers do that all the damn time. All the time. We have babies with women in the world. And then what they do? What they do? They go sleep with everybody else. And then you pretend like that's not even the mother of your child. You go see the child, you want to pick them up in the Costco parking lot. You don't even want to go near her house no more. You passing them off like drugs, Salakia. In the Costco parking lot, you meet your baby mother and you get the damn child and you don't even want to be near her. You get a mutual friend to do the trend. Like how many times have you seen or have you heard, like in person, the judge order a mediator between the two? You don't even want to see the broad. You don't even want to see her. She give the child to her sister who you still cool with, or aunt or cousin, right? And they pass off the child to you. You wouldn't even stand next to a slut in the world. But on that television screen, she tells you it's her 11th take in 4 hours, the 11th chance to get the one glory shot. And you are lusting all over. You're sweating in the basement. You're sweating. You're sweating. There's tissue everywhere. You're sweating. Salakia. It is disgusting. It is disgusting what you do over sluts in your basement. And it does not make it, let me tell you something. I don't know where this came from. If you watch black women do porn, it does not make it better. It does not make it better. And the sad part is I'm not even joking about brothers thinking that if you watch black women in porn with black men, it is a more wholesome version of porn. Where the hell would we get something like that from? What type of black love is that? What type of uplifting is that? Is that you know where that comes from? That comes from Black Lives Matter. That's exactly where that comes from. That comes from Black Lives Matter. That comes from females leading the charge of the black race. That's where that comes from. Idiocracy, confusion, and Satan. That's what that is. To think that, well, if the slut I watch is my own people, surely I am more righteous. Makes no damn sense. You understand that? Drop that. Give me Hebrews. Give me Hebrews 13:4. And a lot of brothers, y'all just need a father. That's it. Just need a father. I promise you. That's all you need is a father. Have a father. Let me tell you something. Some men, as they grow, either never have and always condemned it, or at least as they grew up and became adults, fully adult men, realized, well, wait a second. Porn ain't something we should be watching. That's what a father would tell you. A real father would not say, oh, son, I saw you watching it. I ain't going to tell your mother. That's not what a real father would say. A real father ain't going to tell your mother, you good, boy. Go ahead. Just make sure you keep it down and make sure you don't make it obvious. That's not what a real father tells his son. A real father catches his son doing that and says, put your gloves on. What do you mean put my gloves on? Put your gloves on. Because if you want to watch sluts, you want to pretend you want to pretend sex. That's what you want to do. You want to pretend sex. You want to pretend to be grown. You need discipline, obviously. You lack discipline. A lot of y'all just need fathers. A lot of us need fathers. You know what I asked for?
Answer. Hebrews chapter 13, verse 4. Marriage is honorable in all, and the bed is undefiled. But whoremongers. Concept. Marriage is honorable in all, and the bed is undefiled. But whoremongers and adulterers, God will judge.
Marriage in all, one second. It's undefiled. Marriage is honorable in all. All marriage is honorable, meaning what? What that mean? Jessica and Rebecca getting married is honorable, and we can't have nothing to say about that, right? No, marriage, that is not marriage. You know what that is? That is confusion. It is two broads who are confused, who didn't have fathers. It's that simple. It's that simple. Even a weak, let me tell you something. A weak man, when I mean weak, I don't mean soft, sissified, and all of that. I mean a man who just don't serve God. An average brother in the world being in his household, that subverts many of these problems. Many of these problems don't even exist with at least some type of man in the house. You understand that, right? At least some type of man in the house. It's hard for a daughter to say, well, I'm a lesbian. I'm going to be a lesbian, dad. It's very hard for that to exist in a house with a man. Understand that? Now, of course, as time has continued to go on, we've just continued to get worse. We've continued to allow more buffoonery in our community. There was a time when dykes couldn't come around. In the ghetto, there was a time when dykes couldn't come around. Now, now we filming the fights that they have with their shirts off. Now I got a couple of young cats that live on my block, and you won't believe all these young men, 19, 20, 21. Do you know who their leader is? It's a dyke. It's a dyke. Their leader's a dyke. I saw it. I was sitting in my car and I saw it. I saw it. I looked at it. You know what she said? What you want? What? I had to refrain from knocking this broad block off. Like, you're not a man. You are not a man. Just because you are a couple of young fools allow you to lead them does not make you a man. You aren't a man. You understand that? I had to refrain. I had to call cat. There was more behind it, but I ain't gonna tell all that right now. I had to call cat. You understand? You are not a man because you are a dyke. There was a time we wouldn't allow that. But as time keeps going on, we allow more and more garbage to just come into the black community. And we wonder why the community just doesn't get better. It doesn't get better. As time goes on, the community just does not get better. And it is because we allow more and more lesbians, more and more pornography, more dykes, more homosexuals inside the community when they are the problem. That is the problem. That lifestyle is the problem. That lifestyle is the key problem in the black community. Because if your father was in that house, you know very well he wouldn't agree with what you're doing. You know very well. And if for the love of you, he didn't kick you out, you would still feel too uncomfortable to stay in the house with him. I've seen it. Like you love the father, love the child so damn much. I just won't, they can't kick him out. It's like, damn, I don't want them homeless on the street for their life, for their decisions, their sinful decisions. But that child feels the animosity emanating off the father. And it just makes them uncomfortable. Which is, of course, why the gay people got their own damn apartment now because they're so in danger. When in reality, you feel uncomfortable around people who are not confused in their head. That's all it is. When you're that confused, you have to be around other people who are confused. You have to. That's like being drunk around a bunch of sober people. They're going to be looking at you like you're crazy, like you acting like you just pissy drunk, and everybody else is just sober. Like, what is this problem? But it's worse because you finding love in another hairy sack or you are rubbing box on box. It's worse. Read that verse one more time for me.
God, sir. Marriage is honorable in all, and the bed undefiled. But hormone.
If you could, just Smokey, if you take the fire alarm down just for right now. Take it down for right now. If possible, because ain't nothing gonna set on fire. We know where the smoke is coming from.
I think it's too wild because if I take it down, it's gonna be hard for me to put it back on.
I don't want the sound. If you can take the battery out, you know what I'm saying? Just see if you can. Read it one more time.
Concert. Marriage is honorable in all, and the bed undefiled. But whoremongers and adulterers, God will judge.
Marriage bed is honorable in all. It's honor. All marriage is honorable. But here's the problem. The only marriage that God considers acceptable is between a man and a woman. That's the problem. See, your pastor's going to read you this verse and not tell you anything else about God. That is the problem. He's going to tell you marriage is honorable in all. You can't hate Sister Kathy and Sister Susan for starting to love one another. You can't hate them for that. When in reality, God said that marriage between a man and a woman is sanctified, and any other type of sex or marriage is disgusting. Why am I getting into that? Because pornography leads into all of that. All of it. Ask how many young children, let me say something. Go to these teenagers, go to these young adults. Find out how many of them watched porn when they were young. When they had you have no business watching it now, but when legally, according to American law, they had no business watching it. And I bet you all of them have sexual problems. All of them. All of them either cannot keep a woman, or if it's a woman, she just bounces from man to man, or there's a homosexual, or the man is confused, or the man can't talk to women, or the woman just bounces around woman to woman. You understand? We are always sexually harmed by pornography. Always. Yet we continue to watch it. The bed undefiled. Whatever you do with your woman is what you do with your woman. Now, you, of course, anything I shouldn't even have to explain that. I don't want to have to explain that. Damn. Whatever you do to your woman, put it like that, is fine. Whatever you do to your woman is fine. The marriage bed is undefiled. But whoremongers and adulterers, God will judge. If you don't know, pornography is just adultery. I hate to break it to you. It's not art. These aren't actors and actresses. Y'all know they have a pornography award show, right? They have a pornography award show. And I kid you not, the categories, the name of the categories is best cum shot and best this, best that. I kid you not. They have a pornography award show like the damn Golden Globe. Getting awards for being sluts. You get an award for bouncing around from man to man. There's no wonder why your woman won't listen to you when she know that there's women out here getting awards for being sluts. They're getting awarded. To her, she's like 1,000 times better. She thinks she's 1,000 times better because she's not doing that. So of course she's not listening to you. When there's women out here getting awarded, getting money, I'll pay you to be a slut. Of course your woman ain't listening to you. Your woman's no good. She's no good, and she wishes somebody would pay her to be a slut. She's wishing. She's like, damn, would somebody pay me to win best facial of the year? That's why she don't listen to you. That's exactly why. Whoremongers and adulterers, God will judge. They won't escape the judgment. Please don't. There was I'm not even going to get too in depth into it. There was a very popular pornography going around when I was younger about two girls eating feces.
What?
And this was pornography. It was two girls eating feces. I remember man, let me tell you something. We in school when everybody watching it. I'm refraining from watching it. Eventually I gave in and watched it. I did. I was in like 5th grade. I gave it and watched it. But I watched it and I'm like, this is disgusting.
Right.
They're eating feces. But this captivated everybody at the time. Tens of millions of views on 12 different websites. Captivated people. People were amazed at two sluts, two lesbians, going down on each other and eating feces at the same time. You know what happened later? Did they die from eating the feces? No. You know what they died from? Food poisoning in a restaurant. You telling me you ate dung, but you died from steak?
Right. Bacteria.
That is the Lord. That is the Lord. You ate pure bacteria, and then you died from bacteria later. A lesser strain. Later, you died from that. That is the Lord. They will not escape the judgment. They will not escape the judgment. So please, don't think that you're watching something that's just going to help you get by. This is going to help you mature. And this is going to help you grow up. It doesn't do anything like that. Pornography just scars you for life. That's what pornography does. It scars you for life. And this is the reason why your woman is saying you can only have one wife. If you get another one and I'm leaving. And this is the reason why. Yes, ma'am. That's why you're doing that. And then you go to your little closet and you turn on the porn websites. And you start wondering, can I be the ninth man in her hole? That's why. Because you allow your woman to tell you you cannot do something that is legally right according to God. Me, Matthew 5:28. He's Matthew 5:28.
God, sir. Matthew chapter 5, verse 28. Allah got it. But I say unto you that whosoever looketh on a woman to lust after her has committed adultery with her already in his heart.
You already sinned. In your mind, you already sinned. You're already sinning. You looking at her, praying and wishing, can I please get up in her? Please. Please. Now, please, do you understand the mental illness you got to go through to type these words? Do you understand that? Now, if y'all don't understand, please, I envy you. I envy you. Even in the world, I didn't get into this too much, but my generation loves this. I don't know. The older generation, I know y'all do too. Y'all was DVDs. That's what y'all was DVDs and VHS tapes. I done you know.
Salaki, sir. Hustler magazines and
Playboy.
God.
Good night, Playboy. You all thought you was Hugh Hefner, didn't you? You thought you was Hugh Hefner. Hugh Hefner lived in a $50 million mansion, $98 million mansion, 300 hoes walking around the $98 million bunny ranch. I believe that's what it's called. The bunny ranch. 300 hoes walking around the bunny ranch, parties every damn week. YAHANNA was just, the Mac of all Macs. Meanwhile, you got 3 loose sluts in the trap house. And you was YAHANNA. You was YAHANNA, though. You are not as good a criminal as your oppressor. And yes, that is a crime to God, what he was doing. That was a crime. And you tried to be like him with all your might. No matter how much drug money you got, no matter how much, if you was a lawyer, no matter how much lawyer money you got, lawyers are notorious for buying prostitutes. They're notorious. The people who will fight for you in court are probably the most corrupt. The most corrupt. Everyone knows this. Everyone knows if you want to fight corruption, you feel like let me tell you something, you a criminal and you want to get off, you go find a better criminal that knows how to be a criminal. That's called a lawyer. You understand? The better criminal that knows how to be a criminal is a lawyer. And you go get yourself a nice Russian or Jewish lawyer and watch magic work. That's what made Johnny Cochran stand out. You understand that, right? In the world full of Russian and Jewish lawyers, this black lawyer was better. He was better. That's what made him stand out. Because on average, if you're a criminal who wants to get off, you hire the other criminals, the Russian and Jewish lawyers. That's all it was. That's what made him stand out. You understand? But back on topic, like I said, them hustler magazines and them Playboy magazines, we thought that we was everything. Now it's just so much more convenient. You ain't even got to be embarrassed no more and go to the damn store and pick them up. Good night. I'll be there in a second. No, give me like 10 minutes. Not give me 5, not even 10. And here you go. 4 minutes. You're done. 4 minutes. You defiled yourself in 4 minutes. You defiled yourself. And every time after you're finished, depression sets in. Disgust sets in. You wondering what the hell are you doing with your life? Every time right after you're done. The thoughts cross your head. Why don't I get a real woman? I need some real box. I need some real cheeks. The thought crosses your head every time after you're done. But pornography has implanted such a sickness in you. When you see a woman you would like to talk to in real life, you know what happens? Nothing. Your rod won't work. Your mouth won't work. Your brain broke. Pornography then infested the minds of young Black and Hispanic men. It's infested our minds. That's why we all have sluts for baby mothers. That's why you can't call her your wife. You have to call her your baby mother. Because she's nothing more to you now than the mother to your child. Because you tried to get something that mimics the pornography you watch on the damn screen. And you got it. You got the closest thing you could get to it in the world. You got it. She ain't as professional as them, but good Lord Almighty, everybody knows her. Everybody knows her. There's a quote I found. I thought it was real, but not real in the sense of you wanted to imitate it by a rapper. He said, "You in my hood, you're not real if your first baby mother ain't a whore. Like if she looked too good and she a good girl, you ain't really from the hood. She gotta be." He said she gotta be ugly and a whore. That's what she said. That's what he said. And at the moment, I'm thinking like, that is the ghetto. That is the ghetto. If like your first baby mother is a whore, 9 times out of 10, she's a whore, whether you know it or not. She's a whore because we are conditioned in our head to chase what your mother was. That's why. You chasing what you see on the damn internet, and you chasing what your mother was. That's all. Drop this. Give me a matter of fact, I didn't even have you finish that, did I? Yes, I did. I had you finish it. Give me Philippians 4:8. Philippians in the New Testament 4:8.
The book of Philippians, chapter 4, verse 8.
Rejoice in the Lord always. Again, I say rejoice. Lock it. I'm the one verse. Finally, brethren, whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are honest, whatsoever things are just, whatsoever things are pure, whatsoever things are lovely, whatsoever things are of good reports, if there be any virtue, and if there be any praise, think on these things.
Whatsoever things are honest, whatsoever things are just, whatsoever things are pure. We on the topic of pornography and sex. Somebody amazed me. What's pure? What is pure? In the Bible? Please remember, we are all black. We are all black men in here too.
I would say marriage.
Marriage is poor. I need more. I need more. I need to set the difference between Christians and us. I need to set the difference. What is pure? In regard, we're talking about sex and love and women and pornography. What's pure? Bacardi?
When I think about pure, I think of it reminds me of Adam and Eve, how they were naked, and not naked like how the Christian church or how they perverts, but as they are free of guilt and not in the wrong and free, basically.
Brother, I'm gonna tell you right now, that ain't what I was talking about, but that was nice. I ain't even gonna hold you. That was nice because that is true as well. That is pure. That is pure. Be pure. We talking about sex, love, women, pornography, and marriage. Be without guilt. Would you ever, like, honestly, not you and your nasty friends, think of a regular person. Would you just really come into a room of men and start talking about the porn you just watched? Hell no. Hell no. You couldn't do that around me in the world. Not even in the world. So like, I was gonna clown you. I was gonna clown you. I ain't gonna say I was better than you, but I was gonna clown you. Who the hell walks into a room of men talking about the other man he just seen enter into another woman? You ain't sitting there that me up talking like in the world. In the world, you wasn't even sitting there talking about something. I just made sure I don't know. No, you gonna come in the room talking about some. I just watched such and such on xx.com, dude. We gonna clown you. How you gonna brag about what another man did with another woman? I mean, no damn sense. You know what's pure? What's pure is being able to say, yo, my wife's not. I got a pure one. She ain't doing nobody. That's pure. She ain't doing nobody. Oh yeah, she listens. Oh yeah, that's pure. That's pure right there. I got like 4. That's pure. That's pure right there. You got one, you got an itch for another one. Don't scratch that itch with pornography. Please. That's disgusting. That is the man in you. That is the God. Let me tell you something. That is a spirit God put in you. That itch you got for another one is the spirit that God put in you. You don't scratch that itch with pornography. You handle that by doing what the scriptures say you can do if you want to. You go get that second one. You know what I'm saying? You go get that second one, that third one. You go do what you need to do to be righteous. You understand? Do that Solomon got. Now Solomon sinned by doing with them Asians and them whites and all that. But Solomon said he needed 700. Solomon went and got 700. You understand? He said that's what he needed. That's what he wanted. So he wanted that. That's what he wanted. He said, man, I want 700. He had 1. He said, ain't enough. He had 100. He said, that ain't enough. He had 350. He said, it's not enough. He said, I want 700. So he went and did it. That's how he scratched his hand. Now he messed up as far as the race of women he dealt with. Yeah. So let me bring Jacob into your picture. Jacob wanted Rachel. Yeah. Laban's straight before fooled him and gave him Leah. It was dark. I think it was even dark in the tent. Laban pulled some old rinky dink. Yeah, it was dark in the tent. You know, he woke up and he's like, "Man, that's crazy." He mad as hell, man. Let me tell you something. He went back and got Rachel. You understand? He could have said, "Oh man, I got one," and really been wanting Rachel and went and committed a sin or something like that. He said, no, man, I'm just gonna get Rachel. 2. You understand? I think Rachel was the one that was barren. Rachel was married. He said, I don't get a hand, man. I'm getting another one. Boom. You say, you know what? I want 4. He went and got another one. Boom. That's how he did it. Jacob ain't say, damn, I really want another rib, so I'm about to just find 2 people having sex and look through a peephole. Like, imagine that. You know, that's the same thing what you doing, except your peephole is a 19-inch screen. You understand that? You're like, man, I really want another rib. I really want a rib. Let me just get this 19-inch peephole right here and just, look through the deep, dark web and just, look at all the sluts I can imagine. It's a sickness. Read Philippians 4:8. Again, start from pure. Whatsoever things are pure.
Whatsoever things are pure, whatsoever things are lovely, whatsoever things are of good reports.
Black women are lovely in real life. You understand that? Like in real life, they lovely. For real, like in real life. Not through porn. What the hell website? Porn. I think they use like Pornhub. Things like Pornhub or something like that. Not through Pornhub. In real life, black women are lovely. They're lovely. In real life, go to the islands in real life. In real life. But don't take a trip there through the damn internet. Go in real life. Go in real life to the island and have a Dominican woman cook you some damn mofongo. In real life, it's delicious and she's better. Yeah. Believe it. In real life, these things are like they're good. They're my damn near, but give it to you in a prescription like a doctor. It's good for you. It's healthy. It's healthy for you. If porn is the poison, the Dominican woman cooking you some damn mofongo is the damn remedy. It's the recipe. You understand? Those things are pure and they're lovely, and that's a good report. That is a good report. You understand that? That's a very, very good report. You stop and say, let me tell you something why women even do porn. They're doing porn because you put out the thought that you want to slut. You see these damn you see these damn white women running around doing whatever the hell they want to their men. She's with Bob, Dylan, Matthew, Frank, Lucas. And you want her though, but you want that dirty, dirty white slut. Well, the sister in the ghetto is sitting there like, damn, I'm not even doing all that. He won't give me the damn time of day. Well, maybe if I go sleep with Bill, Mark, Matthew, Frank, and Luke, maybe he'll like me. And you know something? You know how sick and twisted we are? It works. It works because that becomes your baby mother. It works. You don't want the pure one. You don't want the pure one. You don't want the one that ain't had no one. You don't want the one that's actually gonna listen, the one that's actually gonna cook for you, clean for you. You don't want that one. You want the slut. That's the one you want. That's why you watch porn. Either that's why you watch porn or porn made you like that. Either way, porn is the problem. Either way. Finish that.
Colonel Khan. Whatsoever things of good report, if there be any virtue, and if there be any praise, think on these things.
If there be any virtue, the things that you're thinking on, is there any virtue, any skill in it? Then think on it. You could apply that to women. What skill, honestly, tell me something. What skill does a woman who gets paid to lay on her back or be on all fours all day really have? What skill does she have? Her box? Her vagina's a skill. You want that woman? You want the woman where the only way she could do something for you is by laying on her back. You think I'm lying? You really think I'm lying? You know how many men marry porn stars every year? Because they want a woman that can, provide. She got a skill. She can make some money too. But they're weak and disgusting, so they're going to marry a damn porn star. Y'all think I'm lying? Y'all think I'm lying or something like that. I've seen DMs, the inbox, the little online inbox of a man DMing another man, another man. I've seen it. Not that. I've seen it hundreds of times. Of a man DMing, inboxing another man talking about I will pay you to sleep with my wife while I watch. I will pay you to sleep with her while I record. I believe, if I remember right, the term they call them is cuckolds. CUCKOLDS. A man who likes to watch another man have sex with his wife. That's real live porn. You shouldn't see it. Damn. Like God destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah. Like that should have been it. That should have been it. We should have learned, but no, we didn't because we ain't want to keep the law. So people who are disgusting sexually, just absolutely horrible, are ruling over us. You do what your master do. That's what you do. You do what the president do. Trump got whores. Trump got prostitutes. You seen that thing he's married to? That damn, she looked like she's straight off an Alien versus Predator. You know Trump got whores and prostitutes because she looked like the damn alien from Alien versus Predator. Exactly like it. Like she birthed it or something. She looks like it. You know he got whores and prostitutes. So you look up to Trump and say, well, surely I need whores and prostitutes. You look up to your pastor, and your pastor is sleeping with every woman in the congregation, and every woman in the congregation is married already. So you're like, surely I must sleep with married women because they gave my pastor so much money, and God still loves him. God loves the pastor, and the pastor sleeps with everybody's wife. So surely I should sleep with everybody's wife because God will still love me, and I'll still do what I want. That's not pure. That's not just. That's not lovely. Ain't nothing lovely about it. Me Psalms 119 and 9.
The book of Psalm, chapter 119, verse 9. Akim got it. Beth, wherewithal shall a young man cleanse his way?
How shall a young man cleanse his way? Make his path clean. Go ahead.
By taking heed thereto, according to thy word.
You a young man. You're just so confused in this world. I see so many young men. They get caught up in, you can look at it as two things. Look at it as good, look at it as bad, whatever the hell. Get caught up in the Hotep thing, the 5%er. Talking to a brother who was fresh home. I was on the train with him. He fresh home. So he's interested in being an Israelite and all that. I forget. I think I had my shield on or something. And he, recognized the shield and all that. So he's interested in being an Israelite, blah, 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 blah. Gave him a rundown, like, look, man, boom, talk to him the same way I talk to anybody else that say they're interested. Get off the train, go our separate ways. I run into him again. He's full on Muslim. He's full on Muslim because it's like, it's popular. It's popular. You a young man, you want to feel like you're a man, you're a real man. Put the damn dress on. Or bang your head 5 times on the ground. You know what I'm saying? Put the Gucci purse on. Alhamdulillah. I think that's what they say. Whatever that. You know what I mean? Because that's popular. That's what it is. The Lord said, how shall a young man cleanse his way? How you going to clean your path? By following what the Most High say. That's how you clean your path. You can't clean your path by simply choosing a religion. We have this distorted view that if you're a young man, you're a young black or Hispanic man in America, as long as you're not selling drugs, you good. When that is not true. That is not true. The majority of brothers that come into the I.S.U.P.K sell drugs. They sold drugs. You understand that? They sold drugs. The thought that as long as you don't sell drugs, you're good is a lie. That is a lie. Brothers who are in the streets and selling drugs are more prone to coming to the I.S.U.P.K because they are on the front lines of death. You understand that? They witness death and oppression and the hunt every damn day, being hunted by the oppressor, being shackled in a jail cell. They experience that as a lifestyle. Meanwhile, you think you're righteous. because you're not him. I say this all the time. At least they know they nasty. They would never raise a child and say, my son, sell these drugs with me. At least they know what they doing is not right and they should never do it. They know this, but it's like, how's I'm gonna get money? So they do that. You, as a full devout Christian, are disgusting and deny it. You deny being disgusting. You in the back with another man in a damn pulpit, but you deny it. You deny that you're disgusting. You're horrible. You're nasty. The pastor sleep with everybody in the damn church. Men, women, and children. He's nasty, and he would deny it and have you think he is a man of God. When the last time a pastor addressed pornography in the church? You want to know why? Because he's acting out his pornography fantasies on everybody in the church. So how could he ever address it? How could he tell you not to watch porn when he goes home and watch porn every damn night, comes back to the congregation, and picks a married woman to enact his fantasies with? Think I'm lying? Read that one more time.
Come. Beth, wherewithal shall a young man cleanse his ways? By taking heed thereto according to thy word.
Read 10.
Verse 10. With my whole heart have I sought thee.
With my whole mind have I sought thee. Get it?
Oh, let me not wander from thy commandments.
Don't wander from the commandment. It's a commandment that you don't watch porn. It's also a commandment that you have courage. You're watching porn, it saps all the courage out of you. I've never met somebody watch porn and be a threat to the oppressor. Like, how can you not control such a small urge, but you're a threat to society? Please. You're no threat to anybody but yourself. If you got kids, you're a threat to your kids. You watch porn, how much you want to bet you're going to become a child molester? How much you want to bet? You'll become a child molester. Want to know why? Porn is the gateway drug. First, you think you're righteous because you're watching black porn. Then you veer off a little bit and you just, watch a little bit of white woman. Now you want to see what the woman on woman look like. Next thing you know, you full on the dark web trying to find kitty porn. Let me go down to 37.
Verse 37. Turn away my eyes from beholding vanity.
Turn away my eyes from beholding vanity. David would have prayed. In this era, he would have prayed like, sir, please don't even let the advertisement come across my computer screen. Don't let it be on the sidebar, the advertisement. Don't let it be on the top bar. Don't let it come across my timeline. Please keep my eyes from viewing something like this. Because he knows it is poison for your soul. It is pure poison. Read.
Come.
And quicken.
And quicken thou me in thy way.
And raise me in the way. Raise me in the way of the Most High. Raise me as a one West soldier. Raise me. Keep my eyes from viewing pornography and raise me in the way of the scriptures. That's what David would have prayed to do. That's what he would have prayed to do. We can't see it. Our leaders are the exact people you'll be watching in porn. Black Lives Matter, I can guarantee you all of them have a Pornhub account. Every last one of them. Some of them got premium. I can guarantee it. Well, how can I guarantee it? Their website, they don't even want to mention the man of the house. They don't want to put the man on the website because God forbid you start thinking black lives actually should matter and associate that with a strong black man. God forbid that. Please don't. Please don't think that in order to save black lives, you also need a black man. You can't think that. So who do they put there? The lesbian woman. And I just told y'all the lesbian woman comes from porn. She comes from porn. Somebody touched her. Somebody touched her. You touch children because somebody touched you, because somebody touched him, because somebody touched her. Who watched porn? Or maybe you watch real life porn. Maybe you walked in on your mother being a slut with somebody that wasn't your father. Maybe you watched your father woo, with something unholy in the room. Maybe you seen that, and maybe it just scrambled your brain to the point where you couldn't even wrap your mind around sexuality. You couldn't wrap your mind around sex. You know how many kids act out all the time from seeing stuff like this? Take them to the doctor. They say that it's just ADHD. That's all it is. Why they quiet? Oh, it's just a little ADHD. Just keep bringing them to therapy, and the kid will never talk. They'll never talk. Because if your child told you, well, mommy, I walked in on you being a slut, you couldn't take that, could you? You deny it. The same way you deny when they tell you they was molested by the uncle that sat next to you last Thursday. The same way he told you that he was molested by that uncle that sat right there next to you, next to that COVID. Y'all had the virtual Thanksgiving. That was on next to you on a Zoom chat on that dirty damn turkey. He told you he molested him. He told you. And you still invited him to Thanksgiving because you didn't believe him. So if that son or that daughter told you, mommy, I walked in on you being a slut, I did, you would deny it. You deny you was a slut. Of course you would. You wouldn't admit that you're nasty. How could you? You wouldn't admit that your daughter's life is your fault. How could you? How could you admit that your daughter's life is a direct reflection of your own? Your daughter runs around in the street all day with 5, 6 different men. She can't tell her baby daddy is. Because you do the same thing. At 35 years old, 45 years old, you do the same thing. So how could you possibly ever accept her telling you that? You couldn't. You couldn't. And all of this is related to porn. All of this is problems that porn creates in your life. All of it. If you're a man, get off your couch, please. Get the hell off the couch and go outside. There's real women outside. Like there's flesh. You know, she got like a heartbeat. She ain't got a processor in, memory. She got a heartbeat. Blood goes actually through her body. She can actually speak to you. She's not Alexa. She's not Siri. We found out y'all falling in love with Siri. Good God. She's not Alexa. She's not Siri. She actually talks to you. She talks. You understand that? She laughs, she cries, and she has real sex. There's real women. Well, stay home and watch porn. What the hell do I know? Because that can't possibly be the reason that you're so nasty, could it? Don't make no damn sense. Quicken me in the way. Raise me in one west. Me Matthew 6:22. Somebody read it. Matthew 6:22.
Come. The book of Matthew, chapter 6, verse 22. The light of the body is the eye.
Mm-hmm.
If therefore thy eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light.
The light of the body is the eye. What does that mean? The light of the body is the eye. What is the light of the body?
The light of the body is the eye.
No, what is the light of the body? You have light, you either have light or darkness in your body. The light is like it's truth, it's good things, it's pureness. The pureness of your body is the eye. What does that mean?
That means it's the that means that you seeking the truth.
We're talking about porn. We're talking about porn. The light of the body is the eye. The things that you see and watch and look at and intake directly affect you. Directly affect you. Still not getting it? The light of the body is the eye. If you watch pornography, you are filling your thoughts, your mind, your body, your gestures with everything associated with fornication and adultery. I've never ever seen a man who habitually watches porn or watches porn at all seem strong, be strong-willed, be able to lead his family, lead his woman, be able to stand up for what's right, be able to have a backbone, that righteousness in your body. Like, you watch porn, do you really have much of a room to tell lesbians they can't be lesbians if you watch porn? You have no room to say that. You watch porn. You watch porn. How could you tell lesbians to stop doing that? How could you say we need more black fathers in the house when you watching the black fathers on Pornhub? How could you say we need more black fathers in the house? You ain't got no room. You don't have a leg to stand on. The light that's in your body is the eye. If therefore your eye is single, if you focus on one thing, my whole body shall be full of light. If you just focus on the truth, your entire body will be full of light. If you can only focus on the truth, you can't divide it between God and porn. See, the problem with porn is you chasing sex. You're chasing it. You're chasing it. But if you just stop giving a damn, it'll just fall right there. It'll fall right there. So many brothers leave the truth because of a woman. No brother that left the truth was bragging to me. I'm in a car with this fool. He get to talking to me about a date he got. Something. Yeah, sir. The broad Italian. I said, what? He said, oh man, but I didn't know she was Italian. But once I found out, I'm like, man, I'm already here, so I might as well finish the date. I'm like, and I let the fool keep talking. Yeah. I'm like, yeah, huh? Oh, he talking. I'm like, yeah. I finished the business I had with him, wrapped it up. He went back to wherever the hell he went. I went in the house. It surprised me this much when he stopped coming around. None. He was chasing white women. Chasing it. He chased sex so much, it led him to white women. You understand that? God. Well, if he would have just chased the Most High and put all his efforts into God, he would have found something way better in one of our flavors. For all you brothers that think that a white woman is just more pure, easier to handle, right? You think she ain't going to argue with you? I don't know where the hell y'all get any of this from. God. Any of it. But if y'all think that, let me tell you the truth. What she's going to do, forgive my language, she's going to fuck the neighbor. God. That's why she ain't going to argue with you. That's why. Why the hell? If your woman arguing with you, she love you. So I ain't make them. I'm just telling you. I ain't make them. But if she just non-argumentative, she want all your money. She just seemed like she's so good. Deborah is fucking the neighbor. That's what's happening. Every time you're at work thinking you're providing for Deborah, you're Deborah's black savior. You're her black Superman. And you think you're doing right by Deborah. And you met her father, Mark and Sarah, and they love you, and you come over every Thanksgiving, every Christmas. You help them put the wreath on the front door. You're on the damn roof putting them stupid ass lights on for Christmas. Deborah is sleeping with at least 3 of your neighbors. Deborah doesn't have time to argue with you. You do something Deborah don't like, Deborah's going next door. That's what's happening. You think she argues less? Yes, she does. How about that? She will argue less, and she will open her legs far more. Far more. Believe me. As you're cracking open checks and money and giving it to her, she's opening her legs for whoever she can argue with. Whoever strikes her to argue, she'll open her legs for. That's why you love white women. You love white women, Salakia, because you refuse to chase God. You want to chase sex, it'll lead you straight to white women. I guarantee you. But if you chase God, it'll lead you to the baddest women of the tribes that you've ever seen. The baddest women, the baddest. And you don't even gotta lie. You ain't gotta be in the closet with these women. You ain't even gotta be sitting there talking about some. Oh, I'm going to be my boy. Be with my boy. You try and go be with your side, what you call a side piece. But you know she on your back, so you lie. Come to the truth. Relax yourself. Take a drink. Learn a breakdown. She asks you where you going and say, hey, you don't really want to know. Eventually, she's going to stop asking because she's going to know where you're going. She should assume. Just assume. Every time you walk out the house, you come back with 6 numbers. She should assume that. Assume it. Now, you want to go through my phone, go break your own heart, please. You know, if that's what you want to do. But she knows one thing. She knows that when you leave out the house, you're not going to sit in your car and watch porn. She knows that. Why would she be afraid of you? He's so weak. He's so weak. He wants other women, but he can't even muster up the strength to do it. You know what your woman thinks every time you listen to her? He actually listening to me. I told him no, and he listened. It disgusts her, and it turns off. It disgusts her and turns off. Now go do whatever the hell you feel like doing. Do whatever the hell you feel like doing. You'll have 5 women who would die for you. 5. And you won't have to lie when you're going to go see them. You just tell them, mind your business. Okay. Just mind your business because you don't want to know. Where was that? Matthew 22. Read on. Read 23.
But if thine eye be evil, thy whole body shall be full of darkness.
If your eye is evil, if you're watching porn, your whole body's full of darkness. You're not going to be listened to. You won't. If Trump came out and said, I watch porn right now, even white people wouldn't be listening to him. You think he would because porn is accepted in this country, right? Anybody that comes out openly and says, oh, yeah, I watch porn. You look at them like they're less of a man. And you think I'm lying again. Somewhere in your brain, if someone tells you right now they watch porn, you think less of them. You think less of them because you think you live in a virtual world with fake women and fake interactions, and you're less of a man. You don't have the loins to just walk outside and go get a woman. So you do it through the internet with fake women. You watch another man's rod go in and out of a woman every day, but you're not gay. You have less respect for a man that watches porn. If your president came out and said he watches porn, you wouldn't respect him. That's why he covered up the Stormy Daniels thing. That's why Trump paid her off and said, don't say nothing. Because if you found out that your president was sleeping with porn stars, you would have less respect for him. Read on. So why shouldn't we have less respect for you? Read.
If therefore the light that is in thee, Shlaki, if therefore the light that is in thee be darkness, how great is that darkness?
Meaning, if you in the truth, oh, you are the shining light in this earth. You are everything in this earth. So imagine your body's full of darkness. If your body's full of light, the Lord loves you. The Lord loves you. You shine everywhere you go. Everyone recognizes you are somebody that is powerful in this earth. Now imagine if you some porn junkie. You're a porn junkie. And if you really think that porn doesn't affect you in your everyday life, please think again. You know why you're fighting with your brother over some woman? You're willing to kill your brother over a woman? Because that was your slut. Like, that was your slut. You trained her to try to be like a porn star. You're glad that she had all that practice with all those other men so that when you got her, she was broken in like a damn dog. That was your slut. And he would dare. You doing the same thing. Let me tell you something. The broad done had 7 men in 2 years. You number 8. And then you get mad when somebody else becomes number 9. And you want to kill him. You was trying to make her your own porn star. That's what you was trying to do. You was pressuring her for a threesome. Pressuring her, look, baby, just eat a little bit of box. I like that stuff. Just eat a little bit of box. Women do what you want them to do. Baby, look, just eat a little bit of box. I like that. You got mad when she went after she ate the damn box. How could you be mad? How could you be confused that it broke her mind? How could you be confused? What if she told you, baby, just go be with a man? You know how many brothers get raped in jail and commit suicide because it breaks their mind? How are you surprised you made her eat box because you wanted her to be like your favorite porn star and it broke her head? How the hell are you surprised? You made her do something that was unnatural. She doesn't have anything that can go inside that box. God did not make her for that, but yet you forced her to do that. How could you be surprised it broke her head? How? Read on.
If therefore the light that is in thee be dark, I read that already. You read 24?
Just the first part.
Okay. No man can serve 2 masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold to the one and despise the other.
Now, this scripture is originally talking about money. You can apply this to your personal sex life. You can apply this to pornography. You can't serve 2 masters. You cannot. You can't say I'm a straight man and I love black people and Black Lives Matter and watch porn. You can't say you a real black man because real black men serve God. You know that, right? That's the God you have to serve if you're a real black man. Can't say you're a real black man and watch porn. Because either you're going to love the one and hate the other or vice versa. So either you love God and you talk about porn the way I talk about porn. It's disgusting. It is vile. It is destruction of a young man's head. It is the pure destruction of the will of a young lion. You want to turn a young lion into a damn gazelle? Give him porn. Give him pornography. He will no longer be the predator. He will be the prey. He will be the prey. Give him porn. You see let me tell you something, man. You notice all the other devices that they use to corrupt young black men. He too aggressive. Put him in therapy. Put him in therapy. Make him talk about all his problems. Let me tell you something too about therapy. This is on topic. They will make you talk about all your problems with no solution. At the end of you telling all your problems to this complete damn stranger who was usually white, you know what happens at the end of that? And how does that make you feel? If that was the question you was going to give me at the end, I could give myself that question. Right. I already know how that make me feel. Why do you think I'm out here running amok, acting a fool? Because it makes me feel angry. You know that. That's why I'm in here. How could that be the question at the end? They don't know how to handle a young black man. All they see is he's showing strength. He's showing aggression. He's showing he's not for nonsense. Even if it's slightly misguided. And you know what they'll do? Put him in therapy. Take that lion spirit out of him and make him a gazelle. Make him a gazelle. I remember I remember they tried to put me in therapy. they tried to put me in therapy. I just upped and stopped going. I just up and stop going. They try to put me in therapy. The bro, so what's going on? I should just sit there like this. I must have been like 11. I'm just sitting there in the damn chair, just slouched there. They treat me like I was getting interrogated.
Yeah.
Slid me a Sprite.
Right.
Slid me some. I remember slid me some Lay's, and it was a Sprite, the quarter juicy juice, and some Lay's and something else. He just snacking me the hell up,
Right.
like I'm about to spill everything.
Yeah.
I'm about to just. I'm thinking this at the moment, like, damn, I'm a criminal. I am a criminal because I am aggressive. I'm aggressive, so obviously I'm a criminal.
Right.
That was their reason for putting me in therapy, and that is too common for young black men. Show aggression. I dare you show aggression. I dare you anywhere. Show aggression anywhere and watch what happens. You see how they censoring you online now? You can't say a damn thing online. You can't say a damn thing. You know, televisions, like certain television companies are up in arms, and they're going to start suing pretty soon because the people that censor television, they're starting to say you can't have blood in your TV shows. You know, you can't show somebody getting hurt too bad because it's a trigger for somebody else to commit suicide and stuff like that. All forms of aggression in earth are just about done with. All forms. I don't think the world is going to get it until they ban boxing. Wait till they ban boxing and they ban MMA. They change the damn rules up. You got to have a headgear on at all times, feet gear on, gloves on at all times for MMA and boxing. All aggression in America is prohibited. It is not lawful in America to be aggressive. We don't play politics in the school. We don't play politics. You understand? We don't play. We read the Bible and we live the Bible. We don't play about the Bible, and we damn sure don't play politics. That's why they need Trump out the damn office. How dare you be openly aggressive, openly racist? You can't do that. Everything has to be subtle, behind the scenes, sneaky, feminine, sneaky. Be sneaky. I keep telling y'all, Biden said I ran as a proud Democrat and I'm going to rule like an American president. Be sneaky. Lie your way to the top. When you at the top, do bad things, but then get on public cameras and lie and say you didn't do them. Being aggressive is a sin in America. It is a sin. In I.S.U.P.K, we champion aggression. You understand that? We look at us on Vice. You know what happened when Vice came to us? We took Vice to the gun range. Watch that. Watch us on the episode of Vice. Watch us. I was laughing. I was laughing. That brother, whoever the hell that brother was, they had on Vice. I remember it. You know what? I was in the damn studio. I was in the studio with them when they was filming Cap Desire and Cap Desire before Cross. I believe it's before Cross the Line was called Cross the Line. Filming it. Vice comes in there. They filming. I think the Generals came in there. We got brothers from Philly. This is when we was using a radio show in Mount Vernon. Packed. Just packed full of brothers from the UPK. That was like one. I think that was that. That was like one part. That was like one part or something like that. Some crap like that. That was something. But then they went to Philly and filmed Commander General YAHANNA in them and put them on. We took them to camp. We took them to the gun range. And then we took them to get some food. And while we eating food, I mean, you know how we eat. It damn sure ain't like, oh, this cranberry sauce is very good. No. Like, hey, says you can bring some more of that. Papa Kushak ate the water, sis. You look very nice too. Like the man, the brother, they sent the black man because Vice knew we wasn't playing with him. They sent the black man, and he's sitting there looking like this. I'm in the wrong damn place. I'm in the wrong place. And that caused the Southern Poverty Law Center to put us on as a hate group because we show aggression. We show aggression. Like if you show aggression, obviously you're a terrorist. Yeah. Obviously, if you let me tell you something. If you don't lie, if you don't put a suit on and lie your aggression, you're a terrorist. But as long as you put a suit on and you in politics and you subvert, you be sneaky with your aggression, no, you're not a threat. You're not a threat. Porn takes your options away. You don't even have a choice to follow God if you watch porn. You don't have a choice. You know what your choice is? Lay down and die. That's your choice. You watching porn, that's the only choice you are giving yourself. The only choice you're giving yourself is lay down and die. That's it. What help are you? You're too afraid to come into the truth because you watch porn all day. You won't even step into the real world. You step outside and you start shaking and shivering and quivering because earth is real. Because all you do is sit in your damn basement all day. You can't hold a meaningful relationship with the woman because you want her to be a damn porn star. You can't love your brother because every time you see his woman, you picture the porn star. You're useless. You watch porn, you're useless. I can't do nothing with you. You're useless. What am I going to do with you? What am I going to do with you? Where the hell are you reading that? Read 24 one more time.
Come on. No man can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold to the one and despise the other. Ye cannot serve God and mammon.
Right, that's the money part. You're going to hate God. You watch porn, you hate God. You know why? God said lesbians are a sin.
Come.
But you get off on watching those lesbians. So it's either you're going to hate the lesbians or you're going to hate God. And because the lesbians, they make you feel good, you hate God. God says you can't sleep with a white woman. But because that white woman make you feel good, you got to hate God. You got to choose between porn and God. And too many men choose porn. Too many men choose porn. Disgusting, man. I could get into a whole damn. Give me Job 31:1. Job.
It's the book of Job, chapter 31, verse 1. Oh, I can got it. I made a covenant with mine eyes. Why then should I think upon a maid?
I made a covenant with mine eyes. Why then should I think upon a maid? Why do I need to think about a broad and fantasize about her through a 17-inch screen when I could walk outside and see one in the flesh?
Come.
Why? Why would I want a woman who I'm actively seeing you be penetrated, thrusted by a random man who I do not know? And while I'm watching that happen to you, I'm seeing him. Why the hell would I want to think on that? Why would I fantasize on that? How could I find pleasure in that when there is a delicious thing walking down the street right now? Walking down the street right now. Please. Have you seen these little college women?
Yes.
I like them. I do. I like them. I tried to get one in Rutgers. We get up in there, do a little radio show for the school or something. She could be a little plug. Salakia. Use them.
God.
But you can't think of things like that. You can't possibly think, I'm going to have this woman make sandwiches for the camp. Because your woman is on a screen. She's on a television. What's she going to give you? Hologram baloney? Your woman is on a screen. She's useless. A woman is meant to serve you. Please tell me how the woman on Pornhub serves you. Please tell me. You are a slave to your rod. That's what it is. You are a slave to your rod. Like, brothers go to jail. Brothers go to jail and can't have nothing for extended periods of time. And what the hell you gonna play with yourself in front of another man? Hell no. Brothers go to jail and and brothers hold discipline. Brothers hold discipline in jail. And here you are in all of your your glorified nastiness every damn day on this damn website, defiling yourself, making yourself more useful, Salakia, making yourself more useless than yesterday. Yesterday you was useless. Today you just extremely useless. Read 31:1 again.
I made a covenant with mine eyes.
I told myself I'm not going to be overtaken by what I see. What I see in the earth is not going to portray, it's not going to make me. That's not going to make me. You know what makes me? The Bible makes me. I won't be overtaken because porn is popular, because porn is accepted. Like, please tell me this. You trying to ban guns in America, but ain't nobody talking about banning porn. You want to ban a man's right to protect himself, but nobody wants to ban porn. You want to ban us from going on the street saying, don't smoke crack, don't shoot heroin, don't be a degenerate. I mean, damn, when you really think about it, and you ain't even got to think too long, all we tell people is be an upstanding member of society. Am I wrong? Do you not want upstanding members of society? Of course not. When you market porn to people, how could you want them to be honest? I've never met an honest man that watches porn. You ain't honest. You are a liar. You're a liar. Go find a man who watches porn and give him a task. Watch him fail. You know why? He's useless, unreliable, useless. Read Ephesians 6:11. Six and 11 in Ephesians. Somebody.
Ephesians chapter 6, verse 11. Put on the whole armor of God, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles, the wiles of the devil.
The wiles.
Wiles.
Give me the definition of wiles. Put on the whole armor of God. We covered this a lot. You can't say I'm not going to get shape ups. I'm not going to eat pork. I'm not going to sell drugs. It's like I'm not going to sell drugs. I'm not going to be in the game. I'm not going to commit murder. But I'll be damned when it comes to Pornhub. I needs that. I'll protect myself from everything else but Pornhub. What does wiles mean?
Wiles, a trick or stratagem intended
Read
to
that again.
a trick or stratagem
A trick or strategy. Yeah.
intended to ensnare or deceive.
Porn is a trick. It is a trick, and it's so obvious it works. It's so obvious it works because you're a slave to your rod. So the minute you see breasts, you lose your damn mind. The minute you see breasts, you lose your mind. The minute you see a large behind, you lose your mind. You lose your mind. In a second, some of y'all are not going to be trusted around a horse. You lose your mind around everything. That is porn. Porn is such an obvious trap. Like we just covered this. Just so you know how well porn works. I'm gonna trip y'all out. You know how well porn works? Porn works so well. They knew in order to get you to vote for Biden, all he had to do was put naked celebrities on TV. All he had to do was get females to cover their breasts and say vote or die. Get males get up there, cover their junk and say vote or die, and you was gonna vote. That's all it took, and they knew that. So they did it. They put porn right in front of your face. right in front of your face. Adunya.
One of the synonyms for flim flam. I mean, one of the synonyms for wild is flim flam.
The hell is flim flam?
You never heard flim flam before?
No, I ain't never heard flim flam. What's
Somebody
flim flam?
flim flam you?
What the hell is flim flam?
That's all right. God, it's like, let me get. When somebody, when you've been flim flammed out of your bread, you never heard that?
Being tricked out of your tricked out of your bread. Flim flam.
Don't get flim flammed.
Please, god damn. I think I'm gonna use that for the rest of class because that falls in line with pornography. That sounds like some porn term. Don't get flim flammed. Y'all are getting flim flammed into watching porn. You're getting tricked into watching porn. They're making you think that it's part of your development, it's part of your growth. It's part of your growth. You hear me, young man? They're gonna teach you that it's part of your growth. This is how you grow up properly. Just watch a little bit of porn. What's proper about that? What is proper about fakeness? Fakeness. What is proper? Like, let me tell you something. You would tell me, would you respect your mother if you saw a video of her online getting smacked by 6 other dudes? No, you would not. OnlyFans is popular. OnlyFans is popular. You know, let me tell you something. You know what the joke is going to be in about 10 years, 15 years, 10 years. When they children grow up, shut up. That's why your mother got an OnlyFans. What are you going to say? Like, what the hell are you going to say? Every day you get up, she pour you the damn Cheerios, put the Cheerios in a bowl with the milk. You look at her, all you think is $6.99 a month. That's all you think. All you think is her subscription price. That's it. Like, damn, mommy only worth $7. It's disgusting, man. Read 13.
Come. Wherefore take unto you the whole armor of God, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil days. And having done all to stand.
You gotta do everything to stand up. Everything. I'm not even coming. Like, I don't watch too much TV. When I do, I can't watch all that. I don't know what you call them scenes. I give you an example. When I was still on Facebook, there was a movie out called Adulteress or Adulterer. It was like a Netflix movie, and it was on. Everybody was reposting it on Facebook. It was like 2017, 2018. Everybody reposting it on Facebook, and they was saying what it was about and how they watched it, and that shit was crazy. And as I'm reading their status on what it's about, and I look at the trailer, I'm like, this is not something I would ever want to see. Why would I want to see a naked Asian woman marry? Let me lay it out for y'all. A naked Asian woman married to a brother who is naked, who is sleeping with his neighbor's wife, who is white. He is white, and he calls the black man's wife, who is Asian, comes over, bangs her back out on camera. And he's in the corner crying, no, please don't, I'm sorry, don't do that, please. And she's pregnant, like visibly pregnant. And he bangs her back out on camera. And they talking about this on Facebook, and I'm like, they're like, oh, that joke was crazy. And I'm like, why would I ever want to watch something like that? That ain't entertainment. That's scarring. That's mental scarring. That's what that is. That is a mental scarring. Who the hell, like, why would you even make that as a movie? Why would you put that in a movie? It is mental scarring. Pornography is the setup for failure. That was pornography, but it was marketed as a movie. I'm telling you right now, that's porn. That is porn, and they are pretending it is a movie, because if you pretend it's a movie, the people who in the world are going to say, man, nah, I don't watch no damn porn. They're going to watch that type of porn because they're telling you it's a movie. Nah, it's just a movie with a lot of sex in it. I don't watch stuff like that.
I was on point with that. I was watching on Netflix some series called Troy. I mean, we all seen the movie from back in the day. We all know what happened. But during the movie, it wasn't nothing but a bunch of sex scenes in it. And I mean, they pop up. Like, as you watching it pop up, you got two devils going at it.
Out of the blue. Nothing to do with the damn movie. Nothing to do with the show.
Right.
It just pop up. You're like, that's a lot with old Greek shows and things about old Greece and old Rome and Macedonia and all that. That happens a lot because that's the life they really live. It's orgy. You turn a damn alley, it's an orgy happening, like in the middle of the damn alley on the ground. That was really happening over there. So they really are embodying what happened. I don't want to see that. You see, because when my kingdom is set up, ain't none of that being produced. Ain't none of that happening in no damn alley. The fear of God will be in you. The fear of God will be in every man and woman. I dare to attempt something like that, and I have attempted. Attempt it, please. Or you gonna blink, and next thing you know, you 4 years old again. You're gonna be reincarnated because you died. You understand? You understand what I'm saying? That is not acceptable. You need to avoid all forms of porn. It poisons a black man's mind. Poisons. Am I saying you can't watch a movie? Yeah, watch a damn movie, but something like that, be very careful with. Be very mindful. Like, I would never. The whole damn movie is sex. Is that movie? Or is that porn? That sounds like porn. You need Jeremiah 17:4. Then I'm gonna get these brothers questions. I got a question online. Type them in the chat, because after this verse, I'm gonna get y'all. I'm gonna get the questions.
It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 17, verse 4. Akim got it. And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not.
You shall discontinue from your heritage that the Lord gave you. Black man, you know you can have more than one woman if you want. You know that, right? You can have more than one woman if you want to. There's no need for you to have one and three. So now you surfing porn sites, thinking that's keeping you holy. That's keeping you sanctified because you're not cheating. The world tells you you're cheating if you get more than one woman. So, of course, you go to Pornhub.com because it's not like you're watching somebody else's woman get banged. Of course you're not. That's entirely not what's happening. It's a sickness. Porn is a mental sickness. It is just as dangerous and horrible as any other mental disease out there. Porn is directly related to homosexuality, child molestation, and pedophilia. Porn is horrible. They have porn that's centered around incest, incestual porn, where people act out incest. They act like they're related, and then they have sex, and that turns people on. Because somewhere in your mind, in your sick head, you always wondered what it would be like to be with a sibling. I think y'all know what I'm saying. Leave porn alone. Porn will destroy you. You'll be useless to the Lord. Useless. As a black man, your entire life is proving your worth to the Lord. Please understand that. I can't apologize that you ain't Asian, you ain't white, you ain't African. Your entire life is proving your worth to the Lord. And you get rewarded for it. So, I mean, damn, like, is the virtual woman that damn good? I always found something gay about that. There's something inherently homosexual about getting pleasure from watching somebody else go inside a woman. How does that pleasure you? You're not getting any. Don't destroy your mind. Please don't. Just go outside. Go outside, go to a bar. You see women all the time. They always in ShopRite and the Jamaican spot you go to, and I'm saying go to the mall. They in the mall, swimming everywhere, everywhere. Just go talk to one. Go talk to one. See you picking up a damn lemon and then ShopRite. Like lemons, don't you? Yeah. It's that simple. I promise it is. I really promise it is.
You like lemons, huh?
Yeah, you just walk up. You like lemons, huh? Yeah, I like lemons too. I like lemons too. Yeah. You understand? I pray y'all understand. I think y'all do. I think I'm gonna leave this alone for now. Question online. The young man said, "Is there a lawful way to get a shape up?" Brother, we not laughing at you when we laugh. We're not laughing at you. I think we understand. We understand, but no, there's no lawful way for you to get a shape up. You just, take whatever hairline the Lord gave you. If he gave you a roundy, he gave you a roundy. If he gave you a widow's peak, you got a widow's peak. It is what it is. Lord be with you in it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, get some braids. Don't nobody pay attention to your hairline when you got braids. You know what I'm saying? Braids, I mean. But no, there's no lawful way for you to get a shape up at all. All right. And it is good. It's good. You not getting a shape up is very good. You know what happens? You spend less time in the mirror and you spend more time in ShopRite asking about lemons. It works. I'm telling you, it works. You think women care about that damn shape up? They don't. They don't. I promise you. When you walk up to a real woman, not a plastic woman, when you walk in ShopRite and say, "Oh, you like lemons," she's not lifting her head up to look at your forehead and saying, "Oh, he ain't got no shape up." I obviously can't talk to him. She worried about how you walk, how you talk. Can you protect me? Does he move like a man? Does he sound like a man? Can I rule over him? You understand? That's what she's worried about. She's not worried about your head. She ain't worried about your head. Looks is there. Understand something too. Looks is everything to you. You. Just you. Women don't care. Women, I promise you, women don't care. I've grew my whole life with brothers who were either funny or good in sports, or maybe they just tall. Who knows? You know how women just go for it. They just go for it. They're gullible. Women are gullible. They don't care about those things. They want to think that you can protect them. So they think if you play sports, he's in good shape and things like that. Maybe he can protect me, right? You're tall, you're thinking, oh, he towers above people. Maybe he can protect me. You understand? Or maybe you just a one West soldier. All that don't even mean nothing, because everything you stand for is the embodiment of protection. And she just like, well, damn. He asked me about lemons. I give him something else that's sweet. Salakia. Y'all understand. And I think that's the end of class. Any more questions? Y'all bring them on Friday. Go outside. Go outside. Turn your laptop off. Go outside. Go ask about lemons. They got a lot of sweet things. Women like sweet stuff. They like sweet stuff. Women do. They like sweet stuff. They like to cook for you. They do. I promise you they do. All right. With that being said, men of Israel, a mudjum. It's going to end class. Men of Israel, a mudjum Shabbat. A mudjum.
How about you, y'all? Shabbat.
Talk. Dismissed.